Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today we're with Froggy, obviously the lovely Hanjo Spark enjoyer. Pretty much don't need to talk on the skin because, you know, we know it's going to be Hanjo Spark, like, straight away. But we have Froggy. This is my first ever as well, Season 9 VOD, which I'm kind of, like, really excited for and everything. It is a Masters 5, and it's a win. This is my first game of ranks for the season, and it felt pretty fun. The game ended 5-4, so we're in for a long one. I feel like my movements is pretty clunky, not sure if it's a sense issue, or whether I just need to refine my movements more. So I think I need to pay more attention to my team, as I often neglect them to focus someone else in this game. As always, any feedback is helpful, as I've definitely struggled with the healing reduction changes and just playing Mercy overall. Okay, so as this is being recorded, essentially Season 9 has just dropped. We're finding the Mercy is kind of one of the very, very weaker supports. I'm not saying she's definitely not playable. However, I'm going to say this is just to everyone right now, that's anyone that's watching. My biggest piece of advice is if you can try to pick up another support, as in like Moira or Zen or something like that. The reasoning is because if you don't have a good DPS to Bluebeam, or like nobody on the team is making a good enough effort to Bluebeam, you will need to switch to someone else to be effective, as in like a Moira or a Zen. Lucio's really strong as well. So I think this is the time for Mercy to become a little bit more flexible, but if you still obviously want to carry and play Mercy, I'm more than welcome to be here and to help, which is why I run these VOD reviews. They offer 7,500 channel points. They are completely for free. All you do is just turn up to my Twitch, watch my Twitch, you will earn the channel points through that. Once you hit the 7.5k, turn up on a Sunday for my VOD streams. Just obviously follow the little what would I call it, like a little template, I guess, of how to redeem them and stuff like that. And then I will gladly do a VOD review and then any kind of follow-up VOD reviews after that as well. So anyways, I shall get into the VOD. Looking at the team, we have ourselves an Orisa as a Sojourn, a Widow, and a Bab. So already, like, I would say yes, be with the Sojourn, which is exactly what you're doing. Lovely positioning already as well. Nice. Lovely your position right now. Just, I would play a little bit further back from your, what's it called? I would play, like, literally right on this edge if you can. Just because, obviously, I mean, you don't know they're going to have Pharah right now, but Pharah is a pretty popular pick on this map. So, yeah. Nice. Already got absolutely the correct positioning. Nice rotation up top. Nice. Nice rotation. Let's go back to the Sojourn. She unfortunately slides. Unfortunate. Ooh, I don't like this res. This is extremely risky as a res. Okay, Froggy, I would rather you now helps these guys with the with pharmacy, okay? We at this point, oh, is there no sound? Why did nobody say there was no sound?
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
What?
Hello. 3.
Dude, it's such a nice intro and everything as well. I'm crying, man. We're so professional over here on the AlphaAli channel. Right. From the top, people. Keep it in. All right. So you know what? I'm obviously Where did we get up to?
I'll make sure that doesn't stop. Come here for healing.
Right. Yeah. We got. So we got to the res. Okay. We now have sound. I'm crying. That was so funny. Yeah, so with the res, I wouldn't go for the res here. I would rather you followed up to try and keep your Widowmaker and your BAP alive. If you can kind of help these guys with your mortality field, it means that then you can obviously, you know, focus the blue beam, try and maybe focus. Oh my gosh, wait, you and the Mercy are matching. Oh my gosh, look at you two little cuties. Anyways, I'm just getting so distracted. What's it called? Yeah, so you do need to go and, like, obviously peel back to go and help at this point rather than go for the res. The second thing as well with this res is because, you know, you don't know the second DPS right now, and obviously, once again, Widow is a very, very popular on this map as well. So I would look to kind of, like, make sure that they don't have that Widowmaker, or, you know, you're definite that you're not gonna get taken out with this res. So I think definitely we should have maybe peeled back to come help these guys. because this is a really risky res from you. You didn't get it off, which is good. Don't worry too much about the sojourn here, which is exactly what you do. We'll play take the alternate route, just unfortunate chance of getting stuck there. Nice, obviously up into the high ground. Nice damage boost as well, no issues there. Just stay up on this high ground. Nice, now you can rotate. Nice rotation back. Nice, obviously try to help your Rissa as soon as the anti wears off. Nice. Going straight to your Pharah, which is good. I'm hoping you realise that Widow's main. Your Pharah gets taken out, that's fine. Nice, backing out. While you're doing this though, make sure you're looking up at your Widow, because obviously BAP can really help, what's it called? BAP can really help out your Orisa right now. So as the BAP's helping the Orisa, you can just be looking up to your Widow, just making sure that you know exactly where she is and you can quickly go to her, which you probably have to in a second. Do you see how like we're too busy kind of like just kind of like just walking back kind of thing instead of trying to help, you know, your Widow out? I'm not saying you wouldn't be able to, you know, let your Widow survive, because obviously the Pharah like dove onto them, but we just need to be that little bit more aware in these kind of scenarios, like making sure that we're, what's it called, that we're kind of like looking to go and peel for her as soon as we can, basically. Nice. Just, you know, peeling back as much as you can, which is fine. I don't think we're gonna get the contest here, which is completely fine as well. Widow takes out BAP, which is unfortunate. Nice, obviously backing out. Can't help Orisa because we're trying to avoid the Widow. Nice res. I like that res. Very nice res. Just once again, look out for your Widow here. Your Widow's half HP and your BAP's dead. So what we need to be doing is we don't want to stagger anyone at all anymore. Remember, we used our res. Really nice res, can I just say as well. I really like that res. But just, if we can, now we need to obviously, you know, keep kind of like managing our beams between our Widowmaker and our Pharah here, because obviously we've used res, so we don't want to now stagger anyone, basically. So we keep going. Nice heals. Nice heals again. We need to go with Pharah, that's fine, because BAP's going to be coming back now. And I would hope the BAP would heal. That's all good. Pharah's to get, sorry, Widow's to get taken out by the other Widow. You're not going to have res. Nice bout. Ooh. Let me rewind. So we can't res Widow, and it's good as well because the Pharah is there. I don't like this rotation from you. I would rather you kind of like did a J backwards here, just so you're like staying out of the way and popped Valk. So I'm gonna play as you, right? So we're gonna stay away. We're gonna pop Valk like this. So we're like back here. Now, unfortunately, BAP gets taken out, which is like okay. We're now helping our. The reason why I don't like the res here is because I would rather you have saved the res for your tank instead of the BAP. Because what you end up doing now is you're very much kind of like just staggering the BAP. Because what's going to happen is the BAP's not going to be stuck between the Marga and the Ana. And he's just going to get absolutely kind of like mowed down by these guys, okay? I would rather you kind of waited for a second, maybe like gone back with your Pharah like a tiny bit or something, you know, helps out with this 1v1. Then when they're all distracted, then go for the res on the Orisa instead. Because then it means that we have the tank. The BAP as well is going to have a slower, a faster respawn time because he died quicker. So it means that when you come for this next team fight, which will probably be when the cart's about like here-ish, you'll be able to get an extra team fight here. I feel like resin BAP here is going to be the wrong decision. And obviously you're trying your best to try and keep him up. Your Widow gets taken out, which isn't good. Obviously you don't have res. Be careful with playing like around this window and stuff. If you want to cross this window, you'll kind of like want to GA it or like back off this way. I don't like this movement from you because obviously this window's gonna be like watching this this window and stuff. So if you can, try just to drop back and like down instead of just going across like this, because it's a little bit of a risky movement from you here. And then Pharah ends up taking you out. It would have been better if you like backed off there instead. I got stuck here. No, it's alright, sweet. But we keep going. Unfortunately, like, obviously we have to wait for your team just to reset here, but it's all good. hoping your Orisa can get out. Nice, obviously telling your team to get out. Your main aim now is just to get Orisa out, which is exactly what you're doing, which is good. Nice. We're on Sojourn now instead of Widow, which is okay. Backing out. Nice, with your Sojourn now. You know Pharah's gonna have Barrage, so I would try just to play a little bit like a split from your team as well, if you're thinking that as well. Nice rotation here. Love this movement from you. Nice. Really nice. Love how you use that much cover as well while you're there. Like, you're not just kind of force yourself to go back to your team or anything. Really nice piece of cover. Like, cover usage. Nice. Love the use of the roofs as well, Froggy. This is absolutely amazing gameplay. Compared to the VOD I saw of you, when was it? The King's Row one, after you had like your break from Overwatch. This is already 10 times better, sweet. This is so good. Like, you're using your GAs like to rotate to as much cover as you can. Like, it's really, really great. And I love how much you're using these roofs as well. Really nice. Nice rotation back. I would have made that a rotation up, by the way, instead of like kind of vertically. This is very nitpicky from me. The reason is because what's gonna happen is this Mog is gonna charge in and he's probably gonna use his cage fight. If you can make it so you go upwards, you're then safe from it and you can kind of like play above these guys as such, instead of like being stood like in this kind of entire room with people. Because I bet right now he's gonna pop cage fight. He popped cage fight, but you guys ended up like mowing him down, which is good. But obviously it would have been better if we used the higher ground there. But it's good that you end up cancelling it, which is kind of insane. So let's see, back to your Sojourn now. Nice. Nice. I'd go back with your Pharah now. Nice. Love how you're looking for her. No. Remember, if we're safe, stay in that space, okay? If we can, try just to, try to play around this wall instead, because right now you're making yourself a target. I know you're going to know this is a bad one. Love how you use the tiny like bit of lamppost as well as like a little bit of cover right now. But remember, if you're safe, stay in that space. You're completely fine on the side of the map right now. There's no need for you to rotate. Just stay on this side. Stay like behind these boxes. You can play in front, like, because obviously, you know, because it gives you like a really good like place in order to slingshot yourself out. But yeah, we're like gonna really draw ourselves attention right now. Nice rotation back, obviously. But I feel like we end up getting a little bit lost because of that really like weird rotation. Nice heals. Obviously we pop Valk. I feel like we could have maybe popped the Valk a little bit sooner here. I feel like all of this stems from you kind of panicking earlier. I feel like we should have definitely maybe popped this Valk a little bit sooner because they haven't like fully engaged yet. I feel like this is a panic because of our bad positioning earlier. So that kind of just all relates to that bit earlier. Nice res. Completely fine res there. Nice position here. So again, we're using that grooves, which is really, really great. Nice using it once to get away. Yep, nice reset. No. Not the spark on spark violence. Not the spark on spark violence.
I'd better be more careful.
But so keep going. I would have stuck with your Sojourn here instead of being with the Pharah. The reasoning is because your Pharah can play like really passively here and like just kind of like vibe with the Ana. She's not going to go in when she's like, you know, like low HP and stuff like that. So if you can, try just to go with your Sojourn. Really commit with your Sojourn to get that pick on the soldier before we go and heal the Pharah, okay? But other than that, it's really, really good. Everyone's antied. Nice, obviously, you know, trying to help. Your Pharah is being the absolute riskiest person in the entire world right now. Managed to catch up with her though, which is good. Nice use of your height. Yeah. I was about to say, if Pharah ever kills whoever you're trying to like beam and stuff like that, and she's not being pressured by someone else, she will 2-tap. Like the amount of time that it takes Pharah to 2-tap you without a Mercy will just kill you. Obviously with the extra HP, it might be like 3 now, but obviously she can use her boot, which is like what she's done basically. So if you see someone being taken out by a Pharah like that basically, don't go for the res until she's like fully out of there kind of thing. I would rather you pushed up with your Pharah, use that as an escape basically. But we'll keep going. Obviously Pharah ends up dying. We do end up getting the res being forced out. We've used our cage fight. Hopefully your Morgan can stay up here. He's doing his best. Nice, just unfortunate, a really good visor there. They do end up happening. So overall, so far, Froggy, I would say your movement is actually like, apart from your few mistakes, it's really, really good. And I feel like those few mistakes are you just not being too strict with yourself enough, if you get me. Like, you know, I want you now, like, you've really got the hang of Mercy movement now. Compared to, like, to your first VODs that I saw of you, this movement is 10 times better. You've really refined it. It seems like you've really mastered how we should move as Mercy and how we should do these things. But now I need you to focus a little bit more on it and kind of be really vigilant with how we are using our GAs. Because there's, like, certain times where, like, for example, we're slingshot ourselves out into the open, or we're doing, like, a weird GA to somewhere. Other than that though, Froggy, it's really, really great. I love how much you're helping out your DPS. Obviously, there is like some minor, like, kind of beam issues and stuff, but that's mainly more of a Season 9 thing, which I know a lot of people will be adjusting to, so I'm not going to be harsh on that at all. My other thing is, it's just kind of little game-sensing things, which obviously you're not going to be able to pick up on, as you've only, like, moved up to these kind of, like, higher ranks recently and stuff. One of them obviously being the Pharah, like, tip that I gave it to you and stuff like that. But honestly, you're playing really well so far, Froggy. I feel like it's working really, really well, and honestly, this isn't on you whatsoever. I feel like you're playing really, really well. There's also people talking in VC, but it was all Arabic. Oh, yeah, you'll find that a lot as well. It's unfortunate that, what's it called, that I cannot, like, or at least a lot of people, unless if you are Arabic yourself, you're not going to be able to know what's going on. Nice. Nice peel there. Really nice peel. Unfortunately, Ash gets taken out. That's fine. Nice. Love how you leave the res. I love how you leave the res. Really, really nice, okay? Because I see so many people rushing back to go and do this res, okay? Look how close this orb is. This is actually perfect representation because she's literally just spawned back in, right? Look how close this orb is to the spawn. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Because there is absolutely no point wasting your res here if your team wants to push up. And let's say someone falls, you can't then go and res them. Or like say your Pharah goes in aggressively because she thinks she's with you and you're going for this res, when it's actually just a pointless res. Really, really nice though, Froggy. Really good. Keep going. Nice. Just let's get you some roofs like you were doing the first time. Really nice. That's fine. Obviously, you played like back for a sec. I will say Widowmakers are extremely scary on this patch. Nice going straight back to her though. Love the damage boost as she goes up. Nice. If we can, try just to stick a damage boost on someone when Anna sleeps someone. It's unfortunate that everyone kind of like went to go and get her like so quickly. Nice. Let's go with your Pharah again now. Nice. Really, really well played here, Froggy. Nice use of Bruise again. Nice use of cover. Really, really lovely. Oh, I would have made that a sling, kind of like a little bit more around the corner here. Other than that, no, Froggy, that's not bad movement at all. Froggy, that is really good movement. Okay, let's quickly rewind it because I wanna tell you why it's good movement. Right? So This is perfect because you're trying to play back as far as you can. Wait until the last second that you can. You have to fly into the enemy. No, honestly, no, Froggy, you have to, right? Because this is how aggressive your Pharah is being. Sure, we could have maybe like played a little bit more on this piece of cover, but then you flying in like this is completely fine because your Pharah is also flying in, okay? And your whole kind of point in this team comp is to be able to enable your Pharah. Now, obviously, you realize it's a little bit too risky and you drop back behind this wall. This is perfectly played because you're not, because what would happen is if you're a Mercy who just thinks, I need to follow the Pharah and not thinking about their position and stuff, they will just either stay on this high ground or just get two-tapped by people, or they'll just drop down main and they'll just die. The fact that you have that initiative to go behind the wall is perfect because then it'll force people out and then bam, escape route exactly as you do in just a second with the Pharah. And you go back to her. The only mistake is you make this like mini slingshot and slingshot yourself forward. I would rather make this a slingshot around to the side because then it means that you're going to be obviously like back from all the what's called this you know, you'll be back in safety. That is not a bad play at all, Froggy. That is actually really smartly playing with this Pharah because you're doing your job. I see so many people either just mindlessly following the Pharah around or just ignoring the Pharah because you think, oh, it's a bit too risky, you know, right? You've played that so well, Froggy. Props to you. Nice. That GA is a bit bad flight into the enemy, so I will say. Nice. Remember, still got a kill feed. Remember, still got a kill feed, Froggy. How many people have died? We are now a 5v. Well, we're 5v3 as we pop the Valk, okay? This is very winnable for us, especially since the Mercy died. We don't need our Valk here, alright? Just be a little bit more aware. Oh, go on. Go on. Go on, Froggy. Nice. That's a fine res. Just if you can, Froggy, try not to fly in a straight line as we're going to the Widow. Try to make it a little bit more woo kind of thing. She might just go pew, like straight over your head. Other than that though, Froggy, obviously we talked about the Valk. Pharah's gone. Nice. Nice pick. Oh, go straight to your Widow here. Go and damage with your Widow because she just got the Widow kill and now she's going to be focused by the Pharah. So once you kind of got back here, go straight to go and help in your Pharah. Sorry, your Widow even. Varg gets out, which is unfortunate. They just use a lot of ults. That's just unfortunate. They use a lot of ults there. Nothing you could do there. No, honestly, there's nothing you could have done there more, Froggy, apart from maybe like going to go and help your Widow a little bit sooner. Apart from that, like, you get Cage Fight ulted, they use Barrage as one you, they use Val, they use Sights as well. Like, there is nothing more you could do there. They just chucked ults at you. The only thing that you just have to do there is not use ults to counter it. We'll keep going. Nice, once again, nice positioning again. Really, really nice. Nice rotation. Really nice rotation there. Go get the Kiriko. Go get the Kiriko. Yeah! Nice. Once again, really well played, Froggy. Like, your positioning, like, for example, this is another example of where I would see just a Mercy who would fall in the Pharah. She would, like, just fling herself, like, over here. And then the Pharah would die and she'd be like, oh no! Like, you know, she'll just be stood here. But you're already pre-prepared. You're still playing in that beam range, but obviously, you know, being up here, but then the Pharah dies, and you think, okay, go back to go and help your team. Really, really nice, Froggy. I will say, your playing with Pharah with you seems, like, really good. Have you been playing with a lot of Pharah players, Froggy? Because it seems like you know exactly how to play with a Pharah, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. Nice. Just stay, you don't even need to, because you end up kind of dropping a little bit here to kind of like have a peek at the window, okay? You don't need to peek in here, because you know the enemy team's going to be here, and you know what the enemy team is, right? Now, you're at that kind of level now, Froggy, where you know who's going to be here. And obviously, well, Widow's not here, but we can guess that Widow's going to be here because 9 times out of 10, the Widow's going to be here. Diva's going to be here. Anna's going to be up here. And obviously, Pharmacist is going to play above the window, right? I'm sorry, like above and like around and stuff. So we don't need to actually drop down here. All we have to do here is just keep ourselves high because Pharah's going to keep on playing the height, right? So we just play above the windows like this, and you could just use like small little super jumps or like small like, little like slingshots and stuff. Keep yourself up at this skybox here because there's nothing stopping you from staying up at the skybox here. Nice once again. Nice. That's fine that your Widow dies because you're diving in with the nano Pharah. That's fine, Widow ends up getting taken out. That's fine. You did your job though, Froggy, because obviously your job is like to go up and follow from the Pharah, sorry, the nano Pharah. Once again, nothing more you could do there. Really good positioning again. That's not on you. Go again. So now we're going to be a little bit more careful going in, although they have switched to Tracer, which is actually a lot easier for us. If it was still the Widow, it would be like really hard to like cross in here. Try if we can, especially with I would say the healing not kicking in for longer now on supports. If you can, try just to top them up a tiny bit as we're kind of like passing a little bit quicker than what you were doing. I would make that sling onto the high ground because we now know they're on Tracer and we know where the Diva is. We know we're going to be safe if we go up onto this high ground. So just sling ourselves onto this high ground a little bit sooner here.
Heroes never die.
Valk is a little bit early. Do you see how like your team is still playing really far back and they're not in the midst of the battle compared to like, you know, this team and stuff? I'd rather you save the Valk for maybe a little bit later and then pops it. I'll let you know when to pop it. Probably about now. Because then we could have had it for this like second part of the fight, which you're not going to have it for now. So we still would have had it active like about here, which means we could have maybe got a little bit more damage response to the team and stuff. It doesn't matter too much since your team actually gets picks. Nice playing the high to the Tracer, by the way. Nice heal for your Honor. Just as you're kind of peeling for your Honor, try, like, as proven here, try to be looking out for your Pharah, okay? Pharah will be your best kind of escape route in this scenario. So as we're helping our Honor out, don't just have our like sights on the Honor. Try just be flicking about still to get info on this team fight and stuff. So if your Honor does die, what can we do to kind of, you know, help the team fight and stuff? Which, you know, we could, for example, go and play with the bar or something. Save with the sword, yes, nice. I don't mind you resin here because obviously you need the heals. And obviously Honor's gonna have a long walk back as well, so that's a fine res there. Nice, you're obviously the one that's pushing payload right now, which is completely fine. Nice position here. Nice, and now they're looking to go with. Make sure you're healing your Sojourn. Nice, huge eat as well. We're rotating back. When we're playing against Tracer, try to bait the Tracer to come into you, okay? Because when playing Tracer, she's going to obviously use her blinks to come round to come and get to you. Right now, you dropping down here is actually making it 10 times easier for the Tracer, okay? Stay here, wait for the Tracer to blink around to come and get to you, and then you GA away. You can GA to over, like this way, for example. This will force Tracer now to do 2 blinks in order to get to you. And then, you know, obviously, if she can't get the clip on you, then, you know, you'll have to force the recall and stuff. You want to make Tracer's life 10 times as hard as possible for them, basically. Alright, but we keep going. Nice, obviously we're going to Sojourn now, so the Tracer's behind. Just fortunate with your Pharah. We're picking that res, which is fine. We can res that. The reason why we could, yeah, I was going to say, the reason, because you see a bit hesitant on the res, the reason why you can go for the res is because you can hear the Tracer recall, and obviously the Tracer's been kind of in our backline for the entire thing. She's going to be like really far back. Perfect time for you to go and quickly get the res off. Really nice. Go be a Pharah here because your Pharah's gonna have barrage. Nice. Keep following your Pharah here. Keep following your Pharah. We needed to stay with Pharah here. Okay? Because obviously the Sojourn has just killed the Ana, and the Ana's gonna be with the Sojourn in order to help her. And like D.Va's like really, really healthy right now. So our main aim, instead of like trying to just top these guys up, when remember there's nobody to like harm them right now, we could, what's it called? We need to be like following up with this Pharah a little bit more than what we did. We'll keep going. All of which gets a little bit messy. I made that cancel GA there to go and help your Ana instead of slinging it, so you'd have a chance just to quickly get back to your thing if needed. Nice sling in though. Damage boost the barrage. Nice. Fair res, because obviously, you know, you don't really want the Pharah for this last bit because it got 2 double hit scans. Nice use of the pillars. Nice. Help your Ana. Stay where you are. If you're safe, stay in that space. Nice, Froggy. Okay. Just a few little things from me for that last little team fight, right? I want you to use a few more like cancel GAs. For example, you end up doing like a sling kind of thing to get to the Ana, but you could use a cancel GA instead. This means that if anyone tries to focus you on the Ana, you can quickly get, you know, use the D.Va to get in and out like you did. But obviously it reduces that cooldown a little bit more. Second thing is if you're safe, stay in that space. There was a few times with this last, what's it called? With like this last bit, well, what's it called? You were kind of like just moving about when you were safe. So if you can, if you're safe, stay in that space. Alright? But with that though, Froggy, really, really great. I think just the last thing is just trust with your Pharah. Your Pharah is a really good Pharah. They're doing kind of what they need to and stuff like that. So I would definitely kind of just follow through with them a little bit more. We'll keep going. Obviously cancel the GA. Go straight to your Pharah here. They can all self regen. Nice. Be sure that we're looking out for our Pharah as we're doing this. Nice res. Give me that cancel GA. Unfortunately, your Pharah dies. Really nice though, Froggy. Just once again, try and trust in your team a little bit more. Because I feel like especially at the start of the team fight, we could have trusted in our, what's it called, our thingy a little bit more. Nice. We know Mercy's going to be behind. Nice, get off the point now.
It's go time.
Nice, that's fine. Nice, good sling. Follow up with these guys now. Nice. Nice follow up. Nice, we'll go straight back into the room.
Boosting you, Pharah. Come here and I will heal you.
Nice.
Heroes never die.
We pop Valkyrie because we know we're going to get a little bit in a weird spot, which is completely fine. We need to follow through with Pharah a little bit more. We kind of abandoned her there. If we know Pharah is going to go in for an aggressive barrage, which, you know, we kind of like should be knowing when, you know, what ults our team has, we need to be following through on this barrage, helping to try and get, oh, look at you both rezzing at the same time. This is so cute. Yeah, if we can, try just to focus on helping damage boost and helping with this barrage, basically, before we go, you know, before we start like helping these guys behind, okay? We need to be kind of focused on who has the ults that are going to be able to change the team fight. My priority of my beam is still all over the place. It feels like it kind of has deteriorated a little bit as we've got a little bit further in Froggy. I will not get you wrong. Because it was really good in the first round, up until I'd probably say third point of your attack. Your beam management was really good. Just honestly, just try and see if you can hold that throughout the entirety of the game if you can. Obviously, end up being on part here, which is completely fine. I would have GA'd back to go and help with your Pharah with the soldier. Maybe just a little cancel GA so you were like about here. It then means that you can like be with the D.Va if you need to, and then if Pharah does barrage, then we're not in the way of the barrage basically. But it's fine. It was a really good barrage by them anyways. You guys end up pushing it really, really far, which is really, really great. So kind of like the same things, Froggy, as before. What's good, like, honestly, Froggy, your movement is not bad. It's just, I feel like it's just few little, like, game-sensitive things, which is stuff that you'll pick up by playing more in, like, higher ranks and stuff like that. But we'll keep going. I'll just skip forward a little bit. It's nice. We're already playing our cover once again. Nice positioning here again. Nice how as we're looking at our team as we're doing this. Really nice. Nice how we're just putting the damage just on the soldier and watch out for the charge shot. Completely fine. Nice. Nice how we're going with Pharah here. Keep going with Pharah though. Keep going with Pharah. Oh, we should have gone with Pharah here. Do you see how your Pharah wanted to be really, really committed here and going in, and we actually end up kind of like just leaving her because we think, oh no, the soldier's really weak. Look how healthy your D.Va is, and look how healthy as well your Ana is. Let your Ana help out your what's it called, your Sojourn right now. So let your Ana help out the Sojourn while you go and help this Pharah, okay? I feel like you kind of like end up abandoning her a little bit. Nice. If you're safe, stay in that space. Very risky res there. I would rather you stay to kind of help the D.Va get, you know, keep up at this point. But keep going. This is going to be a reset here, unfortunately. But remember, Froggy, if you're safe, stay in that space.
I must return. Join me.
But we'll keep going. That's fine if you can't reach your Pharah just yet. We'll probably obviously use the super jump to try and get up a little bit higher to her. This is kind of what I meant, by the way, with people randomly slinging out. I would have rather, so you're like about here, I would rather you kind of like cancelled your GA about like above this roof or something, tried to help her, because then when the Pharah backs off this way, we could just kind of follow her like this way basically. So if you can, just kind of do that instead rather than just sling yourself out into the enemy team like this. I think this is the only kind of really bad rotation you made with the Pharah though, I will be honest. That's fine. Nice, obviously use the health pack as well. Nice super jump up to try and get back into your team. Just trying to keep your D.Va alive, yeah. That's fine, that's just a reset. I feel like you did your job there, Froggy, though. Like, you definitely, you know, you helped to go and, you know, help with the Pharah, and then you need to, when, you know, you try to go back and everything. That's all good.
My skills are still needed.
We'll keep going.
Fight for you. I am empowering you. I'll make it worth your while.
Once again, be looking to see where nice pings on the Pharah. Remember, though, ping the Pharah and then move for the Pharah, because we end up kind of pinging her and then just standing like, hi Pharah, how are we doing? If we can, try to move that Pharah when we see her. We need to help our Sojourn. Nice. We popped out because obviously people are going to become really, really split. People are weak. Nice res on the Ana. We go to go stall, which is completely fine. We back off. Really nice. Really well played, Froggy. Really, really well played, okay? So, Froggy, a massive, massive improvement from the last one I saw from you. 100%. Like, this is already like 10 times better. I absolutely loved it, okay? I think your main things right now are, I want you to focus more on being very, very strict with how we move. Okay? Because right now it's like, we are being strict with our movement, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, we're being quite strict with like how we need to you know, move and do stuff and everything. Like, that's completely fine. Sorry, I need to like stretch my back for a sec. Like, that's completely fine. But there has been like a few times where we have definitely kind of made a weird J, or we could have definitely used a cancel J and stuff like that. So I think that's my first kind of tip for you, Froggy. If you can, try to utilize the cancel J more. And unless if you need the slingshot, use a cancel J instead. Like, I know there was the reduced, obviously cooldown when you use the slingshots and stuff now, which is, you know, a lot more useful and stuff. But still get into using those cancel Js. I think it's like a 0.5 second like advantage, which then 0.5 seconds will like make or break sometimes, okay? Really good. We followed up on the Pharah. Just commit with her more. There's been a few times where I feel like you don't commit enough with the Pharah, and she ends up kind of falling for it. So if you can, just to be really, really clear with kind of when your Pharah wants to go in, when your Pharah has barrage, for example, and just kind of leave the rest of your team while that happens. Because I would rather you commit with the Pharah and you guys like kill free, and maybe like one person dies in your backline. I'd rather that happen to you commit with the Pharah instead, because that means that you've done your job, okay? Because been a few times where the Pharah dies, we pull back and then everyone else kind of falls over. There was that one dodge, in fact, there was like one really dodgy Valk, and there was another one that was a little bit like late, basically. So I think definitely if we can, try to just kind of wait till like the last second to Valk. Like, for example, I think it was like your last team fight and you waited quite a while to Valk until like the team fight got a bit messy. I like how you waited that long for that Valk. That was like correct, as we should have done, okay? But with that, Froggy, like really, really well played. Reses were good apart from obviously the one dodgy one at the end. And just obviously last thing, if you're safe, stay in that space. But apart from that, Froggy, really, really great. Definitely go into autopilot sometimes. It always goes bad. No, it's alright, sweet. You're doing really, really well. But anyways, thank you so much, obviously, Froggy, for the VOD. Thank you so much to everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch that's been watching this. Don't forget, you guys, you get your own VOD views for 7,500 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Sundays, but I'll stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. The VODs are completely for free. Just turn up, earn the channel points, and then you're more than welcome to redeem a VOD. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye!